which provides care to survivors of sexual violence, which is linked to the Islamic State terror group. This is really terrible and it's very painful. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to another episode on Rising Above Shadows of Abuse. Raza. I'm your host, Grace Oha. Today's episode is on world news on abuse. Our next newsreel is from the Times, dated 5th of October. Sophie makes high-risk return to war zone to highlight rape crisis. The Duchess of Edinburgh watched Congo's most famous surgeon operate on a 5-year-old, just one of thousands of rape victims in the country. The Duchess of Edinburgh said the scale of sexual violence is enormous, as she met conflict-related rape survivors in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. Sophie, 60, spent 4 days in the country to shine a light on the weaponization of rape and recognize the work being done to support victims. On Monday, she flew to Beni in the conflict-hit east of the country from Entebbe in Uganda and traveled with the security team throughout the trip. During a visit on Wednesday to the Panzi Clinic in Kinshasa, which provides care to survivors of sexual violence, she watched as a 5-year-old girl underwent surgery by Nobel Peace Prize winner Dr. Denis Mukwege. The Duchess told reporters afterward, "You have to really question yourself and go, how can we have reached a point where rape is just accepted as part of daily life? So it's horrible to hear their stories, but each one deserves to be told and each one deserves recognition." She added, "I think you have to allow this issue to get under your skin, and there is only one way to achieve that. You really have to go see it for yourself." Sophie then visited a safe house for women who were survivors of sexual violence during a mass escape attempt at Malkala prison in Kinshasa last year. She heard women speak of forced abortions, marginalization from their own families, and the daily risks they still face. Speaking at a reception at the British Embassy in Kinshasa, Sophie said, "The situation is so bad that the scale is so enormous. I was saying to someone earlier on that we would all walk away because it's just too hard. So we have to think of each person, each woman, each child, each boy, and each man, and we have to bring it back to the individuals every single time, because even if we change one life, we make a difference." Eastern DRC has endured decades of war, displacing more than 7 million people earlier this year. The M23 rebel group, said to be backed by Rwanda, seized the cities of Goma and Bukavu in a major escalation of the conflict. Other rebel groups, including the Allied Democratic Forces (ADF) militia, which is linked to the Islamic State terror group, have carried out deadly attacks in the region. At a Danish Refuge Council-run safe space for women in Beni, which receives funding from the UK, one woman told Sophie that women are likely to be raped when they seek firewood. Another woman, aged 24, said she made a 3-day, 40-kilometer journey to Beni with a baby and her family after the ADF set houses on fire. This is really terrible and it's very painful. It's so sad. It's very sad. I'm just wondering how things have degenerated to this level. That houses are burnt. There is no human empathy at all. It's really sad. It's really saddening, and I'm really mortified by the fact that the government is not doing anything seriously about this. Listeners, I just hope the women get the required help they need as survivors. Listeners and viewers, what do you think? Leave your comments and your views via email address risingaboveshadowsofabuse@gmail.com. Thank you.